Did you tell them that we're moving out?
Well, yeah, I did
Still, like,
mention that.
sometimes, like, so we're really moving out again, huh?
Okay.
Hello everybody, it's another day here at the Knorps. Asher's back there doing his thing with his forge. Pretty much got that all figured out. It's been working pretty well. We'll see how the forge itself holds up. It's been a little bit, well, the metal on it is kind of warping and whatnot, and I'm guessing maybe that's just supposed to happen, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But he's been doing that. The weather has not been great past few days, so the kids have been inside a lot, just kind of doing inside things, nothing too exciting. I decided that I am going to take care of something over at the warehouse that I've been wanting to do. I have my workbench over there. I have wheels on it right now, but the wheels I have on it, what I originally got about a little over a year ago now. What was it, a year ago? Somewhere around then. Just aren't rolling right. They're kind of cheap and lightweight, so they're not doing a great job. So I think I'm going to replace those and also add a shelf to the bottom of that so it's more useful and I can use it maybe as storage for a lot of the boxes that we have, because you know there we have all those boxes I kind of keep for shipping and they take up a lot of space, but that's a nice big area that I could kind of put them in and store most of them in that spot. So I'm going to head over to Home Depot and get what I need there, which is basically just a sheet of plywood. Part of what's happening is that we're sort of in this in-between stage right now with everything. We don't need this house that we're currently in. We're not doing anything to. There's no projects to do there because, it's all going to be changing within the next couple months. And then we're also just in kind of a holding pattern as far as moving forward with the actual renovation, because what we did is we met with one general contractor. We're meeting with another one on Friday or Thursday, and they're giving us bids. We got kind of a soft bid back from the first one, and it was in the ballpark that we sort of hoped it would be, so that's good. Then we're going to meet with this other one this week. And then we also have our plans. So we had to kind of rewrite the original plans we had, and so those plans are having to go, now the ones that we've redrawn have to go to a draftsman to get them written up as real plans. And then obviously we'll have to have a structural engineer go through that and make sure that everything is working there. So that process is probably going to take a few weeks maybe. We hope that's probably the fastest it could happen, because we can't do anything to move forward until those plans have all been done, because then we can go, as far as getting our financing goes, go to the bank and they can assess it. They have to appraise what you're building, and that appraisal determines what they'll loan on the project. So anyways, it's a process, and so we're sort of in a holding pattern right now, which is kind of drives you crazy, because you want to see some progress, but there's not a whole lot actually happening. And then also we don't have a lot, it doesn't give you a whole lot to do as far as projects go. We took a little break from selling stuff on the Indoorsy store because it was just we were kind of overwhelmed mentally to do that, but I think we'll get back to that. So we've been kind of in this weird sort of in-between state the past week or two, and feeling a little aimless as far as activities go. So I'm hoping I can do some projects over at the warehouse to keep myself busy and to keep doing stuff, and because we also have to get that ready, because when we move, what we're going to do is we're going to move into another home that we'll be living in, a rental, which we don't have identified yet because we can't do that until we know when this is changing. But we're going to need to store more stuff probably over there while we are constructing or working on the house. Anyway, so there's a lot of things going on, but a lot of it is in limbo right now. Okay, went to the hardware store, picked up a couple things I needed. Now I got to clear off the old workbench here and see if we can make these improvements. Daniel called while I was doing the time lapse, so we had to pause it. But I just went in and put it back all in place. A lot of the boxes fit really well. It's always funny how something you think that'll be simple and quick always takes about 5 times longer than you think it will. But that's on. I had to pretty much, you probably saw in the time lapse, I had to take everything down to that so that I could actually fit that in there. I should have known that there's no way I was going to be able to fit it with anything on top, really. But it's all back together and looking good, so I'm happy about it. All right, back to the house. The lights are down in here. We've actually got the room set up because we are now doing, as a family, the Pride and Prejudice miniseries marathon. The original one. Because I think there's actually another Pride and Prejudice miniseries as well.
Oh, really?
This is the one with Colin Firth, the original, and personally my favorite. I'm a big Pride and Prejudice fan. It's just been a dark and kind of dreary winter or week, and so we're just having to do stuff inside, and this is gonna be one of them. And everyone's enjoying it so far. We're on the second one today. Watched the first one yesterday. So everyone's wondering if, what is her name? Who's the leading lady in this? Bennett. Elizabeth. What will happen with Elizabeth
now we know that
and Mr. Darcy
is kind of into her after the first episode.
Yeah, I know.
She kind of hates him.
Yep. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure most of you have, but it's a good one. Back when Colin Firth was young and handsome. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the moment where I realized I never fixed my hair today. I had to be up early to go to the dentist at 11. No, it's just that usually I go for a walk and then I fix my hair, but
You didn't do the walk part, so.
nope. And then I put a hat on. Thank goodness for hats these days.
So obviously it's the end of the day. We finished our Pride and Prejudice, but we finished watching the episodes. We were gonna watch one, but we watched 2 episodes because it's hard to stop, right?
And
Megan
said he was like super embarrassed. Oh, what were you gonna say?
You wanted to do like a
I know, I'm like,
marathon.
let's go.
You're like, let's finish all of it.
I want to see the. I mean,
We all want to see the moment.
I know the moment when he gets out of the lake.
Don't ruin it.
Andrew was like, kind of like embarrassed at like how into this I am. He's like, really, honestly, it's like so much more interesting than action films. He's like, it's like a game of chess. Like, what's their next move?
There's a lot of moving parts.
Especially this one, right? Because you get really into the individual moves, and she just like majorly burned Darcy. And it's like, he's pretty burned.
Burned.
So how do you come back from that? Because like all the kids are like, well, we obviously know they're gonna get together.
Do we though? Also, today you got your Invisalign off.
I got my buttons off.
But only temporarily, right?
There you go.
See that?
No buttons. Well,
Because-
bust my buttons.
Because they have to do the
We're
final...
doing round 2.
Okay.
And so,
Oh, is this the round that we actually paid extra for to really get it?
Yeah.
I remember they gave us 2
Dude,
package options.
well, no, I don't know, but if it had only been this, I would have been kind of frustrated because there's some serious stuff to move. But so they took all these buttons off because now they did the thing where they did all the 3D of my teeth again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're coming, it's like almost like you're starting again, but you have an even better start. They're sending all that data off, and then we'll get new aligners, 14 weeks of aligners. And so
Invisaligners.
they'll need more buttons, but he said I won't have buttons on every teeth. Buttons are like these like little like every teeth. Buttons are like hard. They're kind of like regular wire braces, but no wire going through them. And then so that when you put your aligners in, they click in. He said I won't need on my front teeth, most likely.
So what do you do in the meantime? Do you wear one at night or something like that?
He said it like half the day and at night because we're not trying to make them move. We're just trying to keep them in place.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it does feel pretty good though to have
nice and smooth
teeth again. I mean, I don't think they look that different. These teeth used to be, one was turned and like coming in front of the other. Just little things like that. But sometimes in the videos I can see how crooked they had become. But the main thing is that when I was chewing, these teeth right here are hitting each other, and it was causing a lot of pain. And so I mean, I wanted a reason to get braces because my vanity, I could see they were getting crooked, but I didn't know if it would ever happen. And then when I started to actually have pain, I'm like, okay, final straw.
I know. Then we're done. We're doing this. I think that's it. I know there wasn't a whole lot. At the video, pretty much the bulk of the video was me making the shelf on that workbench.
Well, I was trying to
Not too exciting.
I wanted to do a video of checking in with the boys, but Daniel was super busy, and then I told Elijah, and he was willing to do it. He's like, I want to do it next week. So he
wants better lighting.
Come back next week. Well, and also he's moving to a different apartment with less people in it. I think he was kind of like, it sounded embarrassing to have like 5 other boys there watching him be interviewed by his mom.
Why is that embarrassing?
But come back next week because Elijah just went through that super huge earthquake in Japan. If you
didn't know, because there hasn't been much news coverage in the States, but there was a
7.3
earthquake in Japan.
Really big. Not as big as
woke him up. He was in bed.
It's not as big as the other one, but it's in the exact same spot, and he's like near there. He's near where the earthquake took place. Well, the epicenter's out in the ocean, but he's in like inland from there. So yes, he got to feel the full brunt of it, I think.
His first earthquake.
Yeah. And then they've had 2 earthquakes a day since then.
Aftershocks.
Yeah. So, but good sized aftershocks that were like 5 point something, you know.
Man.
Yeah, so
okay.
We'll ask him more about that and what it's been like in Japan and what he's doing. And then we'll get Daniel to do the same.
Get the full scoop. We better tell them both to prepare for that.
Well, we'll just do Elijah's because I want to ask him a lot of questions, and then we'll do Daniel's. Do you want to see? I got some fake flowers at the thrift store today for $4.99, and they look really pretty. They didn't look pretty at the store, like because they just had them like wrapped up in tape.
Well, is this something we should walk over to the table and look at?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still amazed that I wasn't. You guys know I wasn't a fan of fake flowers.
You weren't a fake flowers fan?
Then I watched like a video where they said that they kind of gave their tips on how to make them work, and one of them is that you switch them out. You don't just like put up some fake flowers and leave them there for like the year because they get all dusty.
Then it's like so obvious.
And then also trying to keep them almost like with what is in season. And so I think this is a cute spring bouquet.
It is cute.
It looks real, I think, but it was $4.99, and they were just all like, I don't know. And maybe I don't know. One of the things they said to do in the video is to like bend them to like, because flowers are not, when they come, they're all like perfectly straight. And so one of the ways you can make them look more real is...
flowers in real life aren't perfectly straight?
Yeah, is some are, but you can, you know, kind of do things like that to make it look a little more real. But they're not. I just think it's cute. I also packed, like, what was it, in November when we're like, we're just gonna make this thing happen, and we started packing.
Oh, you mean the house renovation?
Mm-hmm. And
Forgot we did that.
And I like packed away all my flowers, and I think then I put them in bags, and I think you put them in some box, I think.
I threw them away.
You did not. So this is all I got for now, but I would like to put, I think tomorrow, maybe we should make it part of this video since you only have that. I want to redo the open shelves with spring stuff because it's February 15th or 16th or so it's spring.
Yeah, it's spring.
I've been waiting.
The rest of the country is not feeling that.
Do you think I shouldn't do it yet? You think I should leave it as is for a little bit longer?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's just kind of gotten pilfered and it's just kind of got a bunch of random stuff, so I thought of maybe rearranging those and bringing in some of my spring dishes. I have one just because I got it at the thrift store.
This is your one, like...
Maybe I should wait. I'll wait.
The Wasqui Wabbit.
It's cute. It's like from this little Portuguese company that I like.
That is cute.
Yeah, at the thrift store.
Maybe we should wait.
Yeah, because when's
March.
Easter? early April. So once in 2 weeks, I will do my spring collection.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is actually March, sweetheart.
I know. So you said March. So
yeah, but then you said Easter is April.
I know. So then I was thinking you have a full month. But
okay.
I got these at the thrift store.
We've shown these, I think.
I don't know if we did, but they're really nice. They have a nice heavy bottom. But then it has these 2 strips of wider glass. I don't know if you've noticed this, Mike, but I feel that it's like tactily, like I like
holding onto it.
Holding onto it and feeling the little bumpy glass.
Yeah, they're nice glasses. I like them. And
there were 16 of them at the store.
Knock on wood, we haven't broken any yet.
No, we've broken one.
No!
There were 16 now, or maybe 17.
There's a lot of them.
We still have a lot.
We can burn through those, no problem.
What we've really been spending most of our time doing is house stuff. And I mentioned this on my Instagram.
I talked this morning just how we've been in this process.
Well, and I just haven't talked about it much because it is such a like what we had to do is we had to like make all the decisions, like everything. We had to decide like flooring, paint colors, windows, everything, right? Because and then giving this like, I don't even know what you would call that, like design to different builders around town. And then they give us first like their first bid, which is just like a not very detailed, like we think it'd be about this. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to do any more than that unless you actually say, okay, we'd like to move forward with you.
Yeah, I kind of went through that. We've got like some soft bids. Yeah,
and so that was really, it was not hard like things in life that are actually hard, but it was intense and took a lot of like
brain thought time.
Yeah, and I didn't even like want to open it up to like friends and family, like for the most part, most of the decisions, because you want to like, there's so, in our world today, there are endless options for every single one of those things. And there's endless good options. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I can't even get your help. I don't want your tips because I already have enough good choices. I just have to like figure out.
You have this one piece of hair over here to see that.
I'm not touching that. That's incredible.
Just leave it. It's defying gravity right now.
I look like it's like a little rabbit ear.
Yeah, or like some kind of weird like diving board off the side of your head. See, doesn't want to go away.
Anyways, so is that tactily like really talking. Bugging you guys?
No one can take you seriously.
No, and so I just like went into a little like cave almost, like don't bother me. I have to like figure this out. And so now I think we've got a lot of that figured out. And I still obsess about like, I mean, we didn't have to decide all the paint colors.
It was very kind of
but we had to decide like the trim,
top level,
and like how many colors do we want them to paint. Which, so I still like spend whenever I'm like sitting somewhere, it's like I'm gonna paint the trim green, no blue. You could do it pink, yellow, no, probably blue though, or gray. Or what about like beige? Like that is my brain constantly. And so it'll be nice when that decision is, when the paint is just on. Because it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Because no matter what I choose, I can just repaint it and it's just trim. It's just the fact that I have to make the decision. I'm sure some of you out there have experienced that, but.
Well, and also it doesn't really matter because these are trivial things when it comes down
That's
to
what
it.
I mean. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But it's still like you have to make the decision and you're like, I want to still make the best decision. And also like, we hope to be moving out. Did you tell them that we're moving out?
Well, yeah,
Still,
I did mention
like
that.
sometimes like, so we're really moving out again, huh? We didn't think that through.
We
did not realize till after we moved in that we were gonna have to move out until like August.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what our thought process was for moving into this house, except we knew that we didn't want to keep on basically making 2 house payments, and we just wanted to, I don't know, commit to one place. Honestly, I don't recall the thought process.
Well, we knew we were just like throwing gobs of money at our rentals.
Yeah,
like,
so
what are we doing? And this doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. And we can just like burn the bridges and move in. But we really did think.
not the bridges, burn the boats.
Okay, sorry.
You don't want to burn bridges.
Okay, you're right. I get metaphors wrong all the time, those sayings.
That's a story of some ancient army who's went to fight a battle and their leader made them burn their boats, the boats they came to this battle in, so that their only option was to win.
To not go back
It was
until
win or
they had
die.
won. Yeah,
they couldn't retreat.
So I remember though we were gonna move in and we thought that we could stay living in it while we like added a second floor and did all the things.
Yeah. However, it was still the right choice.
Oh no, I don't regret it.
We was one, good to move here because it actually saved us a whole lot of money, even though we had to spend some money to make this place livable for us.
Still saved us a lot of money.
Still saved us a lot of money to live here. So
our renovations cost less than 2 months of rent.
Yeah.
And then it's been really fun to
rent from the other place.
Yeah. It's been really fun to like it's been like a test house.
Yeah.
Where we've done a bunch of things because there were no rules because you knew it was coming down anyways. Like.
Well, we learned some things about that we weren't ever really forced to do before. So
tons of things.
It's been really good.
And then so we will have to move. And like I'd still, so what has that been 6 months since I realized that? It's still like, because we go round and round like, but maybe we could live in the RV. And you're always realistic, but I always go back to like, but maybe we could. And you're like, we can't.
We can't live in the RV. If anyone's suggesting it, I'm sorry, it's not going to work.
They don't have hookups.
It's just not big enough. We don't have
hookups.
Well, no, but so if we did want to live in it, we'd have to go and to the closest RV park is a half hour from here, and we still wouldn't have like a washer dryer. It's very small. It's smaller than the one we lived in.
Hang out with all their friends or their job, and
it just would not work.
Yeah, and so. And no, we can't put hookups on our property. We've thought of a million different ways and none of them work, but. So I think in the coming weeks, we're just going to believe that a house will be available that will work really well for us and will be a happy place for us as we build this one. Another good thing about moving here was...
This is becoming a long video.
I know.
Now we are going to have enough for this video.
Another good thing about moving here was that everything about what we liked about this was still a theory. We thought, oh, it'd be so nice to live near town and in this area because of all these reasons, but we didn't actually know that that was true.
Well, we kind of did because we lived across.
But it's further, and the kids were younger.
Yeah.
So we hadn't really been able. We had lived near here when the kids were younger, but we hadn't really, I just remember when we moved in and it was like, that's right. That's right. Like, it's working. This is what we wanted. And we are all solidly like convinced and convicted about.
We're convicted of
Well,
what?
because like sometimes you think this is a lot of trouble for this place. Like, shouldn't we just go move somewhere cheaper? And it's like, no, we really do love it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we did that because we know now, like, no, we really do want to live here. It's like we've been dating this neighborhood and this lifestyle.
Yep.
And now we're ready to get married after they do a bunch of work to themselves.
Serious work.
Yeah. You're going to have complete reconstructive surgery and completely change who you are.
Yeah.
And then I'll be ready to commit.
All right. Well, we should end this because now we got a long video. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.